of actually personalising something for everybody in the room. Second example was I used to have about 100 associates, skilled people, self-employed people working for me. And I asked a whole group of them, I said, look, what is it that my company can do for you that we're not doing at the moment, but that you would find of really great value? These are all self-employed people. And they said, well, one of the things we'd love you to do more is more, not conferences, but more big speakers, more big names, exactly in the area that we want to become more skilled in. So that's what we started to do. And the goodwill and the camaraderie and the esprit de corps that we managed to get from that group of people, because I didn't look at it purely from a cash point of view, that this was just a trade that we were having with each person. We started to build a community, and I started to realise that our company was much more than just the core group of people. There was this big supply chain outside, and we started to embrace a completely different way of working. I love this one because although I said, hire long, fire fast, what I didn't want to transmit is that sometimes there are some people really, really worthwhile picking up off their feet, because sometimes in life, just stuff happens. And I've seen some amazing stories in my company. Probably we're more able to do this as relatively small to medium-sized operations. We can spot people who might be damaged by something or the other and actually give them a whole new way of working. I felt passionate about this. I spent most of my early life in hospital as a kid, and so I failed my level twice. And at the age of 30, there was a great teacher in my school, and if it hadn't been for her, I wouldn't have gone to grammar school, because she helped me get to grammar school. I was raw talent at the time. There was nothing on paper that actually said that I was going to be doing anything. And I tried to apply that in my own company. So I look at CVs, for example, but I'm much more interested in the guts and the passion of the people that I interview and I meet, because that's the type of people that I think would be good for my company. So whilst there are processes and procedures that you can use to hunt out talent, I think a bit of compassion, looking at people in that way, can be quite revealing. My experience has been is that telling is a very, very expensive way to run a company. Asking is a fantastic technique. Ask lots of questions. And especially those people closest to the customer, they always seem to know the answer. The question is, are we smart enough to actually ask them? And if we are, I think we get an awful lot back. 2 slides on advice. The worst thing when somebody asks you for advice is when they ask you it when they want you to give them a bailout scenario. What I've learned is use advisors in the way that I think you should, which is actually, in fact, talk your ideas through very, very early, involve them. All the successful people I've ever worked with have got either informal advisors, sometimes they've gone the non-exec route, and that's very awe-inspiring when I've been in a number of boardrooms where I've seen, gosh, the quality of those advisors, that's really, really a secret success ingredient for that particular company. I've done a combination of both, but what I've learned is talk to them early about your ideas and don't go to them when you say, I've got a problem. Okay, last slide. I'm not going to say anything. I think one of the big things I've learned in life is, again, why I was commenting a moment ago about that process of being you need to be very clear about what you're trying to achieve with each person in the team. So I never say the same thing. Okay, right at the beginning, I asked everybody just to think about, if you're going to describe your business in 3 words, how would you describe your business? What would you like people to say about it? Did anybody think about that? Write it down. I'm looking at you.
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy. Yeah.
Committed. Reliable.
Right. And did you think about if you were going to have a logo or a motif, and it was an animal, bird, or a fish? Did you think about that?
on whether you wanted a type of animal or a particular animal, whether you choose bird, animal, fish, and I just went with bird.
But no, I was thinking about a particular black phoenix, for example. I've been there. Nothing wrong with phoenix.
So I think this is a swan.
Swan.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
on the top, we're very elegant and swim on, but underneath, paddling like
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, I know that. I think we relate to that. Or a duck, actually. What about the three words?
A lot of them are the same as this gentleman,
Yeah.
to be honest. Quality. Quality. One big thing we push for our business is listening and caring. We run a small printing company. It's like this, we actually just did an advertising thing yesterday for some wedding stationery. And we just turn around and we've been quite palsy about it. Someone said, look, you're going to rituals for the rest of your life, so at least, you know. So get together on this one and get somebody who's going to listen to you and give you what you want. That's sort of taking this angle of, you know, the rest of your married life you've got to get what you want, you're not going to get it for your wedding. Type scenario, and it's very much down to that. You know, one thing people do say about all our customer service that is very good is the fact they get customer service. They get not cheapest, but we'll sit down and talk to them and develop what they want. And so that sort of listening
Absolutely.
is a big key, but very much also to answer yourself.
Thank you.
But yeah, we are definitely not sure.
Yeah, I think I can relate to that totally. Did you come up with anything?
I said calming, reliance, and love.
And the bird or
I said a dolphin.
the dolphin?
Yeah. Kind of glamorous. Okay, nice.
The best, when I asked that question on an event, somebody said a dolphin. I want the wisdom of the owl, but the agility of the dolphin, which I thought was good. Anybody at the back?
Yeah, for the three words we find out sort of says honest, reliable, and successful. Hoping that's that as that.
Yeah.
And then on the animal, the two obvious one we thought was the lion because we've been talking to good shape. But then also the way our business has changed, we probably think something like comedian because we always have to change and to fit in with the surroundings.
Yeah. It's been a fun list, but actually it gets you thinking, doesn't it, about what type of culture, what type of company you are. Did you have one?
I didn't get past reliability.
So, this reliability.
Yeah, I think that's key.
Yeah. Take it away. I mean, take it away. I mean, this wasn't, you know, I think days like this are really useful for us, aren't they? Because they get you out, you start to think about, well, you know, our success is not accidental, is it? It's just not. It's what we do and say and how we plan and what we think. And I think the culture of our businesses is probably the most important thing that I would say. Anybody else with any comment?
Well, I took the question as more as an internal culture rather than what we portray to the customers.
Yeah.
So in no particular order, hardworking, ambitious, and last but not least fun. I think would sum up the culture as a whole. Obviously, there are exceptions to that with certain individuals.
Yeah.
I think that's what the
Shapes the whole approach you take to recruit and everything. Your company.
and that then portrays, that filters down out to the customers along with quality of service and product.
Absolutely. The whole thing's interlinked. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, I've got transparency, consistency, and continuous improvement. And that is letting the customer understand
Yeah.
what we are doing,
And your
let
people.
them see it and understand it, and then be consistent. And then if there is any opportunity to improve on what you're already doing,
Yeah.
take that opportunity and improve it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just on that culture thing, I think it's the same coin. I think brand and culture is just the flip side.
Yeah.
One's promise, one's performance. So, yeah, to me, that's the way I've always seen